Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 122 of Direwolf20's Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode series, where I have a void metal block. Huzzah! We're going to play with siphoning from the void today. Should be a fun time. We need another star though. A couple arcane star, a couple brass plates, shouldn't be a problem. We want an extra nether star though. We want extra of everything whenever you infusion craft. Right? So last episode we got void seeds, right? We threw bombs at the rifts from Thaumcraft, and that sealed them very quickly and spit out a few void seeds. But now that we've got those void seeds, we can use them along with some arcane stone to do what we need to do, right? And this will make us a void siphon that will slowly drain energy out of those void rifts. And produce more void seeds as a result. So I'm interested in trying it, right? So a couple arcane stone, couple nether stars, and an arcane complex mechanism. So that's going to need, let's get 4 thaumium plates, some iron and brass plates. There's going to be a bunch. Cool. Iron plates, sticks maybe. Okay. Arcane mechanisms. Need simple mechanisms. So let's get 4 of them. Right? And then we'll use... And then we need 2 pistons and 4 thaumium. Which, you know, we have thaumium. Whoops, wrong one. This one. Oh, look! Thaumium for days! Let's just get a stack of thaumium plates, because why not? Right? I've got a compressor down here somewhere that can do that. Also, I'm noticing some fibrous taint happening around this area. What's our taint situation in this area? It's not bad. It's not terrible. So it shouldn't last too long, is my thought, right? So now we need that and a couple of pistons, which we still have leftovers from the many pistons. The many pistons problem of 2019. All right, so one of you, 2 arcane, 2 brass, and a nether star, right? Yeah. 2 brass and a nether star, right? So you opposite you. You opposite you, and then you opposite you. Should be stable, right? With this in the middle. And then the only other thing we need to worry about for the infusing is the siphon. Okay, we need this stuff. So 100 vacuous. Do we have any of that anywhere? Vacuous, vacuous, vacuous. We already had some of that down here. That doesn't help our taint situation, by the way, for the record. Modus, metal. So let's get some vacuous. Bowls, I want to say, have a decent amount of vacuous on them. Yeah, that's a nice way to go. And we already have... Every time I come to this area, I'm getting damaged by something. So that should be a healthy amount of vacuous, right? Nice. Look at that. Beautiful. So there's the vacuous we need, right? The other thing we need is alienus, which we had a bunch of, but I'm not sure if we still have a bunch of, because we used it a bunch. 116, that should be enough, right? Perdicio, I know we also had a lot of that, but I'm not sure if we still have a lot of. Let's throw cobblestone at the thing. The benefit of this also being that, you know, it auto-voids the earth, right? That's kind of cool. Auto-voiding can win. But yeah, anytime I'm standing in this general area, I'm getting taint poison, which is a thing. There it is. So what'd that get me? Did that only get me 23 of that stuff? Is there a better source of Perdicio? I mean, there's lots of sources of Proditio, but I'm looking for something that's, like, gonna be better. Right? Brownstone. Sandstone has a bunch. That has a lot of that stuff. Definitely, probably better than cobblestone. I've noticed something interesting, and that's when you're voiding that stuff, it doesn't actually do that thing. But that's cool. All right, so then the last thing we need for a siphon is going to be Fabrico, which is a crafting table, I'm pretty sure has it. That has some Fabrico. So get me, like, a bunch of you, because you have a lot of Fabrico. Do you have anywhere to put that stuff, though? Probably not, knowing you. So we have some extra Modus, also not helping. But that should be enough Fabrico to get a Void Siphon going. Yep, I'd say that's good. Let's do it. Let's do it up. So Void Siphon, please. You're going to do your thing. It's currently very stable. Hopefully it stays. Now, the instability on this craft was lower than on the bomb thingy. So I'm hoping that we're cool, right? I'm just going to keep an eye on the stability of things and be ready to replace Arcane Stone or whatever as needed. Because if things knock off the pedestal, that's usually your troublemaker, right? We just dropped into the Stable Sage, but we're sucking up all the Vacuous that we need. I believe we have enough. Yeah, we should have plenty. Right? I can hear you guys saying, tick accelerate it. Dire tick. Do you have any idea how bad of an idea that would be? To tick accelerate this thing? That sounds like a terrible idea. I'm not doing it. Still stable and staying stable, which is nice. I like it. So I think our altar is nice and stable, which is cool. Hooray! We have the thing. Nice, dudes. What's up? I'll take it. I'll take it all day long. That is cool beans. All right. So now we have a Void Siphon, right? Now I don't entirely know how to use this thing. But of course it's in the Eldritch chapter, so it can't be terrible, right? Void Seer's Pearl requires Headband of Curiosity. Sure, whatever. Just place it near the rift, right? So, like, let's take something that we have a lot of... Like, I want to empty out this. Because there's no reason to have 250 of this stuff laying around. So if I go dump it... Oh, hello, hold on. We found out where the taint problem is. We found out where the taint problem is. There's a giant taint seed here. Nobody panic. Now, does that go away on its own, or what happens here? It looks like... It looks like it's cleaning itself up now that we got rid of that seed. And vein mining helps. For the record. That was a little dangerous, huh? Just got to be a little careful with the vein mining. I think we're safe. I think getting rid of that seed makes the land... It looks like the land around it is reverting on its own. Back to normal dirt. But wow, look, it infested actually quite a bit down here. We should keep an eye on this. We should keep an eye on this. Dire's all like, every time I go near this corner, something bad happens. I wonder why. Oh, that's why. It's all good. It's all good. How's our situation? We're okay. I learned something new, though. That's always good. Learn something new, guys. Alright, we'll keep an eye on this area, and we'll see if it, like, cleans itself up over time. I think that's what it's gonna do, though. Alright, so let's make a giant mess again. Oh, I learned something new, have I? Alright, so theoretically, that should be enough of a mess to cause... Ah, there's one. Sweet. Alright, now here's the deal. This thing grows by eating flux. Okay, so the more flux there is, it eats the flux and grows. Now, placing this guy... Now, if we put a lever here... Let's be ready, right? But the void siphon, if it receives a redstone signal... Hey, look! It's siphoning. Look at that. Cool? It's siphoning. And that will draw energy out of the void. Dude, that's so cool looking, though, right? How cool looking is that? Right? Void siphon? Now, I don't need to, like, put anything like seeds in there, right? I don't think so. The larger the rift is, the quicker the process. Unfortunately, this is not without consequence for the rift itself. The rest will become increasingly unstable and slowly shrink as its energy is leached away. Must take care not to overuse them. A redstone signal will disable the void siphon. So I'd like to get at least one void seed. Confirm that it's working. And then I'm going to turn it off and let the rift grow a little bit larger. I don't think there's any, like, numerical metric that I can pay attention to see, like, how close we're getting. Right? To... What do you mean nothing new can be learned from this? It's a new thing for sure, buddy. So make a void seed, bud. That's your job. You're a void seed making machine. Right? And then we'll just see what that's all about. That's cool. Look at how cool that is. How cool is that? Dude. Say what you will, but Thaumcraft is cool. You're a little bit slow, though. Right? A little bit slow. I hesitate to tick accelerate it. Also because I want, like, an accurate understanding of how long it actually takes to run. So how about I give this 5 minutes and we'll see what happens? We'll be right back. So it still hasn't made a seed. It's been a while. I dropped some stuff in here to kind of create more flux and taint and all that good stuff. Go check on our base, by the way, while that's cooking. You do your thing over there. How's this thing looking? Does this look like it's getting better or worse or the same? I feel like it's okay. Well, that's a solution. What's this stuff? I wasn't aware there was a tainted rock. Today I learned. Look at that. Okay, cool. Tainted rock. Interesting. Not aware of that existence. This stuff ain't easy to clear out, by the way. Oh, good. It's right above a spot that I do work. So that's cool. Porous stone from Thaumcraft. That's... Wow, look at that. Okay, cool. Interesting. Alright. You know, I bet I could exchange her this stuff. I'm just saying. I bet I could exchange her this stuff, you think? I mean, that seems like it's doing a pretty good job. Especially because we have, like, fuzzy mode and everything, right? And not fuzzy mode, I think we're pretty safe. I'm interested in this porous stone, though. That's cool. I don't suppose I can get that. Alright, so let's also get... building gadget. Let's fill in the holes. Filling it up. Can't you turn off connected surface mode, I think would be smart here. Oh, we need more dirt. We've been a little bit low on dirt lately. Like, I eventually fill in a huge amount of dirt, and then invariably we'll run out of dirt. So I just go somewhere and do that, and it works out. It makes a bit of a mess, but it's far enough away from my base that it's okay. I mean, far being relative. Okay. So are we going to be cool now? Everybody going to be happy? Let's put you in horizontal wall mode so that you can just fill in the rest of these holes, and everybody's going to be a winner there, right? That looks good to me. We'll see if any more trouble erupts, right? But for now, I think we're good. All right, putting this stuff away. I'm going to hang on to my void seed. I like all that Vitium that I got. By the way, this happened. I don't know why. I'm assuming this was a lightning strike, because this is wood. This is too much damage for a creeper. And I have no idea when it happened. Probably a while ago. Did you make a void seed yet, buddy? You did! Good job! So I can turn you off now, which means you'll stop siphoning, presumably? That's good. Okay. And how's this? Not bad. So if I did this, that should make a big old mess. Cool. An even bigger mess. For this thing, we'll eat the V, get larger, right? And the reason I wanted to do this is I actually want to move you if I can. Can I put you, like, over here? Are you too far away, or are you going to work? Nope, you're good. So I don't want... Actually, I'm going to put you on this side. This thing, as it gets bigger, does destroy blocks, right? So we want to be careful about that. What I think I'll do is a collector here. Just in case he decides to break the block. Hopefully it'll break in such a way that it drops the item entity of the block, and we'll get our Void Siphon back. Right, so I'm just going to put you on blacklist mode, so that any item that gets dropped on the ground, it doesn't matter what it is, will be picked up. Cool? Alright, so this thing should get bigger over time. So let's let this sit for a little bit. Hopefully I'm accurate about that. Right, I'm going to let you slowly leach more toxicity into the environment. Yeah. Right, so he's eating it at a pretty good rate. He's going to get bigger. The bigger he is, the faster we create void seeds. But also it weakens it. So we'll just want to, you know, play a little bit with these numbers, right? At this point, I'm feeling like, wow, this is really, really slow. And it's concerning me just a little bit. But we'll see what happens, right? Like, maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be less than okay. We'll keep an eye on it. I think once this gets bigger, we'll have a better idea of how we want to handle void seeds and void metals, right? So I'm basically just going to let this grow, and we'll be back in a few minutes. So while that's growing, I technically have what I need at this point to make one of these ultimate ingot dudes, right? The infinite, perfect, amazing ingot, right? Isn't that an accurate statement? So you're going to do that, and then you're going to give me that, and then that's technically everything. So if I'm not mistaken, these 81 items are everything you need to do the thing. Right? That's shenanigans right there. That's pure crazy level shenanigans. So I'm going to put away as much as I can. I don't think I need an ender pouch technically, right? When was the last time I used that thing? Probably not in forever. Okay, most of this stuff I want to keep, right? So let's... How do I want to do this, right? Because I would like to try and automate the creation of this thing, right? But ultimate crafting table, right? Like, what do you make? And also, I have to turn my video settings back to this mode. Okay, so ultimate crafting table, what do you make? You make a lot of different recipes. I don't know how many of these we're going to want to automate, but my understanding of the way the automation system works with this mod is that each time you want to automate a recipe, you need a new ultimate crafting table. So if we want to automate even a couple of these recipes, we're going to need a couple ultimate crafting tables, which stinks. Totally stinks. Totally stinks. Don't like anything about it. But not many of these are going to be needing automation, right? The only ones we're probably going to want to automate. Probably going to automate. What's this? Creative ME storage cell. That's cool. So let you store more than... I don't even know. If it lets you store more than 63 types, that would be nice. Otherwise, worthless, right? So I think ultimate singularities might need auto crafting, right? Infinity ingots might need auto crafting. This only needs the tier 3 table, so that ain't so bad, right? And then this ultimate ingot thing might need auto crafting, right? So that's it in terms of what might need auto crafting. So let's say 3. So let's start with an ultimate crafting table that will make these, and then we might need to make another ultimate crafting table at some point to make more things that can make those. But I think making more ultimate crafting tables at this point shouldn't be bad. I think. I'm just not sure if I want to like automate this, right? It's a hassle to make, but it should be automatable. So we might want like an ultimate crafting area at some point. That might not be a terrible idea, right? For all the ultimate crafting that we might do. And you know, like along this wall might be cool. Might not be a terrible place for it. There might be plenty of other places for it too, right? We could do... Yeah, my basement is just getting... Like, it's comedy at this point, my basement. My basement is just pure comedy at this point. I really should just start knocking down some walls and just restructure the entire place. That's what I really should be doing. I should just really revamp the entire place. Like, a lot. That's what I should be doing. But look how many channels I have in use. Look how many channels I have in use. It's insane how many channels I actually technically have in use at this point. But this guy has plenty of room over in this direction. So you know what I could do? I could make, like, over here. What's with the skystone thing? I don't even know. I don't even know what the skystone block stuff is. That's probably my Thaumcraft building, actually. Yeah. I don't know that I have a good answer for you guys on how things should be laid out. But you're using 28, so if I ran a channel line over here, it should be this one. Because you've only got 4 channels in use. So you've got plenty of room for some more stuff. So we could set up like a nice little bit of automation right here. Right? That might not be a bad spot for some ultimate crafting automation. Okay. Let's prep for that. Boom. Right? So what we're going to need is a P2P. And you. And an interface. And I think I'm going to teach you how to make the automation. Interface. So in order to know that, you're going to need to know how to make this. And then you're also going to need to know how to make this. And you're also going to need to know how to make this. And that's pretty cool. So let's come back in a minute here and get ready to mess with this bit. All right, so we've got our ultimate crafting table down here. We got our automation interface table thingy. Let's get ready to learn all about this recipe that we're going to need to do, right? And then we have to figure out how to get this mod to actually accept that it's a thing. Oh, you know what? I didn't run my cabling down. I should do that too. Where are you at, interface? So you can go here. Cool. And then we're going to have some cabling. I don't think we need any dents at the moment, but we might need some of you. So make me more of that, because I'm sure we're getting low on that stuff. We'll see if that's good enough. All right. So you come here. You go there. This thing gets cleared. And you have 18 out of 32 channels available, so we're going to copy you to that. And then that should be 19 out of 32 channels available. Tick-tock. There you go. 19 out of 32. Booyah. And you can take my items and put them back in the system. Sweet. All right, so now we need all these guys. Now, the trick with this, and I'm not sure if it's a shapeless or not, so I might try just dumping them all in there and seeing if it's shapeless. My guess is that it's not shapeless. And it does actually matter what order you put them in. But I'm hoping maybe by dumping them all into the table like that, maybe it'll recognize that they're all there and it'll shift them to the appropriate spots via the JEI click button. But it's also very likely that that won't work and I'll have to manually place all 81 in there. But that's also why we're automating this, or at least trying to. So hopefully, if I'm right... Okay, I'm missing some. Am I missing some? So we're missing osmiridium and carbon brick. Really? I thought I did that carbon brick thing. Osmiridium. Hey, look at that. It is shapeless. Sweet. So if I save recipe now, we're cool. All right. Now, the next thing I want to do is exactly not what I just did. I want to take it all out of there. And boy, oh boy, do I need to deal with this. La 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 la. Boy, would that be a mess of wiring if I did that. We're going to have to solve a little bit of a coal problem we have. But for now, you come with me. So before I craft this, I want to set up the automation. I just wanted all the pieces in here so that you would save what you're doing. Okay? And while we're here, let's get a plug on this guy because you need power for some goofy reason. Oh, no, we need a point. I always call it a plug, and it's a point. And I don't know why. I can never remember that it's a point. Brain, please. Okay, so now you got power, you've got a table, you've got a recipe. You're ready to craft the ultimate ingot, right? And we'll set the auto extract to up. Did you just craft my ultimate ingot? I think you did. Oh, you did. I didn't mean to do that. That's annoying. Well, we have an ultimate ingot. Yay! But we have to go get one of each item again. But no, now they're all automated. So that's cool, right? So I'm going to spend a few minutes off camera here getting all those items again. And we'll be right back. Because none of them will be hard now that we have them all automated. So let's check out this packager mod. Because I don't know how this works, and I would like to. Because it looks interesting, right? So packager, or package. So there's the packager, which needs one of these. And then it needs one of these. Okay. And I have to figure out how this mod works. Because this is the one that's going to be, I don't know how it works, and I'm hoping to figure it out. But I think I have an idea in my brain about how it works. And if I'm right, like, ooh, that's kind of cool. I like that. That's a neat trick. And then we just need a crafting table. And we have a packager, right? And now I believe we're also going to need a package recipe encoder. So we're going to need another one of you. So we're going to need a comparator. Yeah, let's be a little bit more conservative. And crafting table. Those I'll ask for 10 of. And then package recipe holder. Recipe package. Unpacker. So that might be easy. At this point, I feel like teaching you, and I feel like package recipe holder is probably a good idea too. I think I understand how this works, but I'm just being totally honest, I don't know how this works. But I'm pretty sure we need an unpackager. Oh, we need to know how to make that. Because there's just too many steps there. I don't know if I'm going to need a lot of them, but I'm literally at the point where it's just auto-craft it all. Why don't you? So we need the unpackager. And we need a hopper. Ugh, more coal. Coal's coming back to bite me. We have more coal coke than we have coal, so that's comedy. We're gonna need that tier 5 void ore miner again. I'm just saying. It's 100% gonna be a need. Right, so unpackager. Really? You don't have the stuff to make an unpackager? Why do you not have the stuff to make an unpackager? Okay, you do. So packager, this, and package recipe handler. Let's get like one of these. And this is a recipe package, which doesn't have a recipe, but I think I get how this works, right? So packager. Ah, I see. Aha. Aha, ha, ha, ha. I have a rough idea of how this works. You think I can do this? Oh, hello. Wow, you actually do a really good job of figuring out what you need to do. That's interesting. So look, it knows all the recipe packages that it needs to make. Okay. So how do I save you into the appropriate things? There's not a great tutorial on how this works. All right, so it says that I need to get 2 package recipe holders and encode them with an encoder. That's this thing. Okay. Then one needs to put a pattern holder in a packager and the other in the unpackager. These are the pattern holders. So one goes in a packager and one goes in an unpackager. Okay, so you're gonna go over here. And I believe that you both connected to a ME network. So here's the packager. So are you going to use a channel? And do you use energy? So you don't seem to be connected to an ME network. So that's concerning a little bit. Oh, there we go. That's cool. Look at that. Okay. And look, you have energy. Nice. He gets energy from the ME network. Sweet. And then an unpackager. The packager will accept items and make them into a recipe package, and the unpackager will take them and output the items into an adjacent inventory. Both machines tell the ME network what it can do according to the pattern holder, and the packager, when connected, ejects packages into the network. So I think that we put this guy here, and he'll eject them into here. Blocking mode disabled. No idea, to be honest with you. Hey, look! All the recipe packages are in there, so that's cool. So if I hit next on you, what are you missing? A void metal ingot. Well, that makes perfect sense. But look at that. It knows all the things it has to make. That is super cool. And it works with JEI, even better. So I've actually let this thing sit for, wow, that's bad. Bad things happened over here, friends. Bad things happened over here. Hopefully not terrible. Hey, look, another rift. Hey, look. I think my... Did it eat the collector? Is that even possible? Is such a thing even possible? That it ate the collector? A, that's terrifying. And B, it's really terrifying. But there's another rift, so that's cool. Saves me the trouble of having to make another one. And you start eating, would you? So what do we have by way of void? We should have one more void seed, right? And you'll produce and you'll drain from that rift, right? And let's just keep an eye on this guy. I wish this would tell me, like, details about that thing, but let her rip. Right? So the rift closed on its own. That's why it did that void seed thing. That happens sometimes. But let's go in here and make the void seed, because that's like the only manual piece of this whole setup. And I'm like super excited that this looks so easy to use, this mod. I just want to make sure that it actually works. Right? So my understanding of this is that when we say we want the ultimate ingot, right? We click this and it's going to take all the things that it needs to do to make that thing. And it's going to craft all the recipe packages that we need. So just to be clear, right, if we made this recipe package, right, and hit start, I think what it does is put all the items in there and creates a recipe package. This thing. So those 4 items are in there. And then when it's ready to craft with it, it puts them in here, which it unpacks the recipe and spits them into this thing. That is kind of super awesome. I think that's how it works. So I don't know if this interface is needed, though. That's like the only thing. Well, the interface doesn't have anything connected to it, to be fair. The interface is going to be needed to put the items back into the AE system, though. Yes. And here's the deal. I want to make sure that you're cool. So I'm going to move you. I'm going to take you out just in case you're funny. Because you're funny. Right? I'm going to put the crate here. And then we're going to test this out. Right? So it should put all the ultimate ingots items in there. And then we can item conduit here. But I'm not going to have it item conduit yet because I want to see it working, so that I really make sure I understand how this works, right? So we'll just set extract to not on just yet. So now if I ask for an ultimate ingot and hit start, the packager should start packaging things, and the unpackager will start unpackaging things. See, look, it's packaging up the packages, and then eventually the unpack... Wow. Oh, that is cool. That is so cool. Did you see how cool that was? Right? And then over here, extract always active. And you guys will all go into this thing and place the things in the appropriate things. That is cool. Dudes, this mod is the bomb. Packaged auto. You are super cool, sir. The best part about you is that you do everything for us. Like, I JEI shift-clicked this thing, and that was cool. And all you have to do is have one package recipe holder, and it packages and unpackages everything for you. That is really, really cool. So we're probably short another void metal, which is fine. Which is fine, because we've got ultimate ingots. Look at that. With great power comes great ... So you should be siphoning energy over here, void thingy. You might have a void seed, you might not. It's okay if you don't just yet. You'll siphon until this thing dies, right? And I would like to have another ranged collector, because when it dies, there's there's like a 1 in 6 roughly chance that it does that big void seed thing that's horrible and destroys the environment. And the 5 in 6 chance is that instead of doing that, it drops void seeds. Right? So that's a Mr. I pick up everything. Cool. All right, I really like that, but it's wrapping up point. So for now, Ep122 signing off. We'll get more void seeds over time, and we'll look into doing void seeds like the other void seeds, the mystical agriculture void seeds, if needed. But to be fair, we need a lot of void ingots to make that, right? So we'll see. But dude, how cool is this mod, huh? Packaged auto for the win. For now, Ep122 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time. That is cool. That is so cool. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know the deal. Take it easy.